So there's a bit of a trend going on.
This is how I would make 10K per month if my life.
But to get to $10,000 a month in the day and age we live in, it's not hard.
You want to make $10,000 a month, but you don't know which route to take.
It's all about making money and making money online. And there's a lot of people trying this. But it's super broad and there's so many opportunities that, can be a little bit confusing to try and find out what you want to do. I think the biggest thing isn't about doing exactly what someone else does. Why is it that not everyone is able to make those things work? In some cases, these things actually do work. I don't like being a copy of someone else. I don't want to create content because I'm copying someone else. I bought into that idea of making 10K a month and even actually collected $3,000 over the phone. My first business that I ever tried was a cannabis online business. And this was at a time where I wasn't thinking about I was going to be rich, but I was still thinking about how I could make money from this idea. We had a really cool idea. We wanted to get it prototyped. But the thing is eventually I fell off of wanting to do that because this wasn't my idea in the first place. It was someone else's. I just said, sure, let's start a business together. And unfortunately, the people I wanted to do it with did not have that same enthusiasm and ambition as I had. It's not their fault for that. But I was willing to do whatever it took. I was putting in effort. I was investing into it. I spent my own personal money on doing all these things to have the website running, paying for it. This is why it's not follow my steps and you'll instantly make all this money. You have to find what you want to do. How you can stand out. What's really interesting is I started off trying to be an online closer. I took a course and did it, but I learned so much. It took me about a month and a half before I started actually hopping on the phone and actually calling people and trying to make sales over the phone.
My first week trying to close, I didn't close anything. But after that, I did close a $3,000 deal and collected that over the phone.
I did it for about 4 months and spent 10 hours a day making calls, trying to make sales.
After that first sale, it took me another month to even hit that same close.
My coach that I had hired, they all saw like the potential I had and were able to kind of like get that out of me pretty quickly. With all that work, all those hours being on the phone, trying to make it work was the hardest thing. I did not make enough money to survive. And the reason why I keep looking back at that as a great opportunity. There was just so much I had to learn, and that time that I needed to learn it in was not helping me when I was struggling in that do or die situation. And because I bought into that, I went from collecting $3,000 over the phone to becoming a personal trainer. I had to go through a 1.5 years of discovery of like, what is it I'm interested in? What am I good at? Why do I like these things? I have over a decade's worth of experience trying to do video editing. That I have this unique style to my videos. I have all this experience of all these things that I've done that's accumulated into what I am now. I wanted to do some traveling. That was a huge thing. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe if I just made more money, I can go sooner, instead of thinking, well, you know what? I should just focus on this as my goal. I want to go somewhere. How can I make that happen? Because my pursuit of wanting to make money actually hindered me from being able to travel. Instead of getting 2 jobs and trying to put money aside and saving and actually making it a possibility, I went into spending more money to try and make more money. So that's kind of the interesting thing here. When everyone presents you with this is going to work for you, this is how you're going to make the $10,000 a month doing this. Do exactly what I do to do this. Look, in some cases, these things actually do work. In some cases, for some people. For people who are in that spot where they can actually do it in the right way. The amount of times that I was, part of this community where it was all about going viral on TikTok. And a lot of the content that the content creator was making was literally about that, was how you can go viral doing this niche, that niche, how to do this editing style. And it was all to copy someone else. Why are you trying to copy someone? Great, they're making money that way. Great, but one of the most interesting things about those niches is how long they stayed relevant. Their relevance disappeared just as quickly as they showed up. Yes, some creators made a ton of money doing them. But because they didn't last forever, because the trend moved on, those people who are still trying to make those videos aren't either able to get to that CPM and are having to find the next thing because of that. Isn't that interesting? So you can copy people all day you want, but if you don't create something that's uniquely your own, that's why I find this super important. It's why I don't believe in the one size fits all. You can implement something, especially when it's like a task or a system that's going to help do a certain task, is definitely going to help make things more productive or help you in some ways. But the thing that needs to happen is to adjust based on you, how you operate, and how you understand things. For example, I could tell you all day to go to the gym, work out every single day, work really hard, destroy your muscles. I could tell you that all day. Here's the thing. Are you going to actually do that? No, probably not. If for me just saying you need to be there, you're not going to show up. Like that's the last thing that's going to happen. You're probably going to find it me being more turned off by that. And that's kind of the big thing that I noticed when I was trying to make money online. Yes, there are multiple avenues in which you can make money online, and I truly believe that is possible. But here's the biggest thing. You need to find value that you're going to give. And 2, you need to be able to share something about yourself in that thing that you want to do. For example, there are people who've built brands for clothing and things like that from scratch and have done very well for themselves running it all online. But why did it work? It's not because they went and followed the latest trend. No, they found something that they were passionate about and they were dedicated to and figured out how they could work on it in a way that worked for them. It should be far less about how you can go viral. How can you make 10K a month? And it should be more about, okay, I want to do this. What do I need to do to get there? And if I'm going to make it there, does this match my values? Does this fit what I believe? Like if you watched my last video, I told you I became a Christian. And one of the most interesting things about that has been the fact that I was fighting between wealth and fame. Now I've realized it's because I was chasing those two things and not focusing on how I can help you or help other people and just thinking about how I can make money and how I can go viral. It made me lose that part of my soul. It took me so far away from God and from understanding what it was that I was actually going after. So whatever your purpose is in life, whatever it is, you can't always fit in a cookie cutter. That's the truth.